Alrighty folks, well, state park number 32. Can you believe it? I'm currently standing here at Laurel Lake here at Pine Grove Furnace State Park. It's a little after 6 a.m. right now. Just a gorgeous morning. Believe it or not, I left Pittsburgh around 3 a.m. this morning and just arrived here. Couldn't resist jumping out and just checking out this awesome mountain lake right here. But yeah, as you could probably see off in the distance, I'm here at the Pole Steeple trailhead. A trail that's been at the top of my list for quite some time now. And to make matters even crazier, more exciting, I'll be joined here by yet another YouTuber, a big inspiration to me, one of my favorite Pennsylvania YouTubers, maybe even YouTubers in general, and a big inspiration to why I started my channel. So he'll be showing up here in a couple of minutes. We're gonna be throwing on the bags and hiking up 500 feet in elevation within less than a mile. So yeah, I'll leave you with some more views of Laurel Lake before we get hiking here. So yeah, you're not going to want to miss who's showing up here. All right, while we wait for a special guest to show up, I figured I would give you a little gist on what we're going to be doing today. Here is a nice overview of the area that we are in. Even though I said we are at Pine Grove Furnace right now, we're parked here, but we're really not going to be hiking too much in it today. We're going to be heading into Michaux State Forest. So here is Laurel Lake that we're just looking out over. The dam is a few hundred feet away from where we're standing, but here's the parking area that I'm at now. We're going to cross the road, head up to the Pole Steeple Trail, where we're going to be getting nearly 500 feet in elevation in less than a mile, like I said earlier. We'll get to the top, to the overlook, where we'll get some amazing almost 360-degree views, including some views of this lake here. And then after that, I think the plan is to catch the Appalachian Trail and then head on back to the main road and then road hike back to the parking area. So we'll see what my special guest has to say about that. I don't know, he's done this trail seems like countless times, so we'll get his advice. But yeah, I think that is a pretty solid game plan. So yeah, now we wait. Alrighty, well, here he is, none other than the wandering woodsman. I said earlier, this guy was pretty much the inspiration for me making my channel, and definitely an honor to be out here and do a little trail today. So yeah, I'm excited. Hopefully Cliff is.
When I wake up, I will.
Yeah, we're trying to wake up a little bit, but he pulled out the purple lizard and trying to figure out exactly what we're gonna do. So you want to show him what the idea is today?
Yeah, so we are down here at the Laurel Lake. So it's a short hike up the Pole Steeple, and if you keep going, get to the AT, you can hike all the way back down and take the old, there's a path that takes you back. Was it the old railroad path? It takes you back.
Yeah, so sounds good.
I don't know how many miles that is, but
yeah, we'll say maybe
yeah,
three or four.
Maybe.
So yeah, that's the plan for the day. Like I said, it's early. We're gonna try to wake up a little bit, and yeah, we'll see you on the trail.
I think it was called the Explore Act or something. So we'll see. They tried one last year and it didn't work.
All right, and here we are. Got some blue blazes, the beginning of the Pole Steeple Trail. So Cliff, how would you rank this view compared to some of the other vistas here in Pennsylvania?
It's above average.
Above average?
Yeah.
All right, I'll take it.
Not my favorite, but it's up there.
Yeah, well, I'm excited to check it out. So like I said, I think we got about 500 feet elevation in less than a mile, I want to say. So it's gonna be pretty steep, I'm guessing. Yeah.
It was it was on the Standing Stone Trail. This one.
All right, well, we are a couple minutes into the trail. Definitely gained some elevation. You can hear the birds singing. Absolutely gorgeous day here. Not too many clouds in the sky. Definitely not as straight up and down as I thought it was going to be. But yeah, always good to have some good company out on the trail. So we're going to keep trucking along here, and I'll see you at the next stop. A couple weeks ago.
That was your first time?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's definitely stuck in my head for a while.
All right, just off to my left here, we have reached our first little trail intersection. As you can see, off to the left is the steep section. Off to the right is the moderate section. I don't know how well you can see him up there, but Cliff is blazing the way, so we're gonna follow him on up. But yeah, figured I would show you this real quick. First little trail intersection, cool one. Well, it definitely spoke too soon. Said this trail didn't really have too much elevation gain, but we're going straight up right now. Cliff up ahead, paving the way for us. Good early morning workout though. It's gonna be hot today too, so good thing we're getting up here early. All right, well, Cliff just told me that that was the hard part of the trail, and just in front of us here through the tree line, I don't know how well you can see it, there's a big rock outcropping as the sun starts to poke on over them, but we'll be on the top of that in just a couple of minutes. That's Pole Steeple, so yeah, we'll probably see you up there. All right, well, we have made it to yet another intersection here. As you can see, Pole Steeple off to the left, the Appalachian Trail off to the right. We're gonna meander our way up to the top of that rock pile, if you can see through the trees, and then we will head on back this way and do a little AT hiking. So far so good. All right, I'm leading the way. Cliff's filming me, I'm filming him, and we are heading to the top of Pole Steeple. First time ever here. Really excited. I think we're gonna pass this blue blaze and get our first view of the Pole Steeple trail that I've been wanting to do for years now. So I'll take you along with me, and we will see it for the first time together here. Yes, and we're gonna head up this way. This must be that quartzite block of rock, but wow, holy smokes. That is just phenomenal. Look at that. Yeah, it's Pennsylvania for you. Wow. You said this was just average. Yeah, definitely worth the short jaunt up the hill here.
I'm not getting anything.
All right, well, how is this for a view first thing in the morning? Me and Cliff are just hanging out on top of a cliff with a cliff, and enjoying some morning scenery here. So we're talking about what Cliff's favorite state parks were along the way, and whatnot. Where do you think the best viewpoint is in PA?
I like the pinnacle.
Okay.
That's near where I live.
Okay.
Near Hamburg.
I'll have to check it out one day.
But that's like a farmy, overlooks like farmland and stuff. But there was one that went with Dave and Bob last year, Indian Wells.
Indian Wells. Okay.
In Rothrock State Forest. That was up there.
Oh, we'll have to add them to the list and check them out ourselves. But yeah, no complaints from this guy right now. Got our own little private performance of a airplane flying around up here. Pretty interesting. I don't know if he's spraying crops or what.
Over here, that'd be
Alrighty, well, the plane keeps circling us right now. We just wrapped up filming at the first knob there, and Cliff is telling me that the second one is slightly better. So we're gonna head up there, hang out for a little bit, and then hike on down the old Appalachian Trail. So I will show you the view at the next overlook here. Well, here we are. Made it to the second knob here. Cliff was definitely right, saying that this was the nicer of the two. Taking a little breather before we hit the AT. I did want to talk a little bit about this section of mountains here that I thought was relatively interesting. So I'm sure you've heard of the Blue Ridge Mountains out there. You know, when you think of the Blue Ridge Mountains, you probably think of Shenandoah and the Smokies. And believe it or not, we are at one of the most northern points of the Blue Ridge Mountains here. And they extend all the way from Pennsylvania all the way down to Alabama. So pretty cool to say that we hiked a little bit of the Blue Ridge Mountains today. So yeah, other than that, we're gonna hang out here for a couple minutes, taking some views of Michaux State Forest as well as Laurel Lake. But yeah, Cliff, how you feeling? Enjoying the day?
Yep.
Yeah, these collaborations are fun. Like I said, this is kind of turning into the year of collaborations for the channel. But yeah, would have never met Cliff if it wasn't for YouTube, and we're just having a good old time out here on top of a mountain. What other place can you go hike to the top of a mountain with a complete stranger, basically? So, all right, we'll see you back on the trail. Yeah, and point at stuff. That's what I always do. All right, well, one last view from Pole Steeple, and we're gonna head on down the trail here and hit the old AT. We'll be talking about that a little bit, but yeah, what a day. And it's only the beginning, so let's get to hiking. All right, well, we are going to say goodbye to the blue blazes and hello to some white blazes. And if you're not familiar, this signifies that we are officially back on the Appalachian Trail, a section that I've never hiked before. So I'm pretty excited to put another, I don't know, maybe mile or two underneath my belt today. But Cliff's saying that there might be an abandoned pole somewhere along this section of trail. So we'll be keeping our eye out for that.
I remember where it is.
Yeah, it might be the opposite way, so don't get your hopes up, but hey, we might get lucky and see that. So yeah, we're gonna get hiking on the AT for a mile or two, I'd say.
It's called the Copenhagen Trail.
All right, well, we've been on many sections of the AT. This is, like I said, a new section, but pretty significant area here. So this part of the AT is actually the halfway point that a lot of people consider. But another interesting little factoid about this section of trail is this is where I think it's the half-gallon challenge happens. There's like a general store here within Pine Grove Furnace that a lot of the through hikers will stop over and gorge themselves on a half-gallon of ice cream. And I want to say if they finish it, they get like a spoon. So yeah, maybe me and Cliff will take that up after this this hike here. But yeah, pretty cool to say we're at the halfway point of the Appalachian Trail. So yeah, you ready for some ice cream?
If I eat a half gallon, I will throw up.
All right, well, we are continuing on the old AT here. Pretty uneventful, but not really all that challenging. So figured I would talk a little bit about the AT if you might live under a rock if you're not familiar with it. It's a little over 2,000 miles, and it stretches from Georgia all the way up to Mount Katahdin up in Maine. So every year, countless people set out to do it, and ultimately a lot of them fail. But can't imagine, you know, going out for, what is it, 5-6 months sometimes,
Yeah.
living out on the trail just like this one. And yeah, pretty interesting to think. So yeah, we're on a piece of history right here, the Appalachian Trail. All right, well, Cliff took us into the middle of the woods here and stumbled upon this old white pine here. One of the largest I've ever seen. An absolute unit. Check that out. Kind of reminiscent of the redwoods out west. You know, videos never do these kind of things justice, but I mean, look at this. Yeah. Well, we have made it to a yellow gate here, as you can see, and I believe this signifies the end of our Appalachian Trail exploration today. The rest of the trail, I believe, is going to be alongside the road, but we are also coming upon a little stream here, so we're going to go check this out and probably get the road hiking here. So stay tuned. Well, after leaving the Pole Steeple and hiking the AT, I didn't really think we would see too much else on this trail, but this little road section hike has been a treat so far. We've been following along Mountain Creek here as it heads on down to Laurel Lake. So definitely getting some nice views of this mountain stream here before it empties on into one of the lakes here at Pine Grove Furnace. All right, well, the parking lot is just about 100 feet away from us right now, so figured this would be a good time to sign out of the video before we're swarmed by the masses. But yeah, what a day. Climbed up a mountain, hiked the AT, got to meet my YouTube idol Cliff here. So yeah, it was a great day to say the least, and we had some nice weather. It didn't rain on us. So yeah, if you aren't already, I'm sure everybody watching this video has to be following Cliff, the Wandering Woodsman, by now. But if you aren't, what are you waiting for? It was a pleasure hiking with you today. Thanks for coming out on such...
finally made it happen. So.
We're talking about Ohio POW here shortly, so might see us on the trail sooner than you think. So we'll see you on the next one, and signing out.